Well, guys, we're in the semi-final, qualifier number 6 for the X Cup Summer. It's a little bit of an easy qualifier. Reason is quite simple. On the weekend, Friday and Saturday, we have the Masters Clash Finals in Paris. So that means that quite a lot of the teams that would usually participate in the qualifier here are currently traveling or getting ready, or some of their players are already on the moving or preparing. So today we have an opportunity for a lot of the other teams to get themselves some extra points in the standing and maybe overtake one of the top 4 teams. Battlefield of Eternity is our first map. In the first semi-final, we got the Cats going up against Disgusting. And off we go. Yeah, I don't know, like in the meantime, for everybody watching this on YouTube, we've been discussing movies and shows, and obviously high up on my list of best shows ever, or really must-see shows, is The Wire, The Expanse, even though for the latter I would heavily recommend to read the books first and then enjoy the show later. Makes it much more enjoyable because you have more knowledge since you know the characters a little bit better. But also heavy controversy about what constitutes a good show, what constitutes a bad show. And I think one of the things that we've nailed down is that my bullshit meter is very, very low. My tolerance for bullshit in the film or movies trying to fuck with me are very, very low. All in favor of movies creating a new universe, like, or a world, but I always expect them to be consistent, to apply the rules that were created throughout the entire show or series consistently, and that happens not often enough. And as I feel people that are willing to overlook this, and that they lay more of an emphasis on nice pictures and stuff, and so they can enjoy that, what I then would say, like, okay, this is fucking trash. And yeah, so it's a little bit of a weird one. I mean, just to name like 2 shows that or a couple of things that I think are total shit. Some people really seem to enjoy Banshee. This show keeps coming up in these discussions. I think it's fucking garbage, where you see just random people fucking and fighting. If that's what you're looking for, I mean, it hits the spot, but still. Then Westworld, too many inconsistencies in that show as well, as much as I like the premise and the idea that they came in with. And then, of course, utter trash like The Last Jedi, which runs from one plot hole into another, that you could run trucks through it. Like, I just can't accept stuff like that. It's just, it grinds me. Makes it completely unbelievable to me. At least if the show takes itself serious. If it's a show, you know, like that lives on taking it a little bit more a light approach and comes in and like doesn't take itself too serious, intentionally fucks around a little bit, then obviously it's a very, very different show and a very different experience. But yeah. So a bit of a tangent as we're heading into the first spot, and maybe not quite exactly what you tuned in for here, but then at the same time it occupied the last half hour on the stream, so I had to touch on that a little bit. Either way, we have Battlefield of Eternity. As I mentioned, it's map number 1 in our semi-final here, and we now got Hogga locked in early. We got Chen again from Soaking. So lately on Battlefield of Eternity he pulled Samuro a couple of times, but now we have him with the Panda. We got Hirath on Hanzo, so good damage against the Immortal right off the bat. Interestingly enough, Sylvanas and Vala banned out very, very early now regarding the Immortal damage. Vala is usually not somebody that you see banned these days. She isn't high enough in priority that people would really look towards that. But with Disgusting here in the picture, also a bit of a targeted one. So we got Garrosh banned out, and we got Stukov eliminated, so yeah. Genji as well. They got a lot of jumpy heroes right now. They got Fat Illidan in there, they got Genji in there, now they're coming in with Diablo. And let's see what the final 2 picks are for the red team, what they're getting now. We still need the front line. Murden is up, could be taken. If you wanted, you could also go for Jojo here, but with Murden you definitely have a good stun lead. Depends a little bit on what the last pick, of course, is too. Somebody can ideally follow up on the CC. Brightwing can bring in the Polybomb. And there's Murden and Imperius. Off we go. Yeah, last but not least, Captain Rax with the support for the team. They could go Anduin if they wanted to, and then combo the Light Bomb again off with Genji. So that would be a solid one, and Captain Rax has been playing a lot of Anduin. Rhaegar is up as well, though. So that's those are 2 of the picks that we see taken a lot by him in particular. And another one, the third one, sometimes busted out here as Uther, but we indeed get Anduin, so first guess was the right one. The Light Bomb engaged with Genji and also with Chen is ready for them. Battlefield of Eternity, map number 1, let's go. Cats against Disgusting with Drak here on Genji, Captain Rex on Anduin, we got Soaking on Chen, Hirath on Hanzo, Honio on Diablo, and over on the right side of the map we got Lavakal for Disgusting, the red team, with Alvaros on Imperius, Arion on Lunara, Richu on Hogga, and we got Mimikyu on Mirrodin. Alright, I just told my Twitch chat, so for everybody that is watching this on YouTube, I think I have to bust this out as well. We've been talking a little bit about movies and series, you know, that are guilty pleasures. You know that they're not the best in the world, but you watch them for whatever reason and you enjoyed them, even though you know it's a little bit embarrassing maybe. And I just told the story how in my mid-20s, when I was at university, I had a couple roommates and I don't know exactly what happened, but I injured myself. I don't think I broke something, but whatever it was, like I had to take a break for a couple of days. Maybe I was just sick, whatever. But one of my roommates, she had a birthday a few days before, and I was stuck at home and pretty bored because I didn't know what to do and what to watch. And on her birthday a few days before, somebody gifted her the first and second season on DVD, and I watched that and then binged the entire series, and I rewatched it in the years to come again. So yeah, guilty pleasure for me, Gilmore Girls. And I enjoyed every fucking episode of it. So yeah, that's the guilty pleasure right there. One of those things that you normally don't want to admit. Funniest comment was like, what did you break? Your manhood? And yeah, I'm definitely Team Jazz, by the way. So yeah. Fuck Dylan, or whatever his name was. Okay, either way, so now that we're heading into the game here, now that you guys had a little bit of fun with that, let's go straight up for our next little battle. Let's see if they can get maybe a quick kill in around the camp here too, but so far it doesn't seem like they can. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Diablo! He's the first one to fall, but not the only one. Imperius dies as well. The battle is more or less over now that the red team locked in the camp. The action's still going on the other side, and another nice Stormer connect here with the follow-up from Brightwing leads to nearly another kill. So far it's a 1-for-1 trade between the two teams. So yeah, job well done. Okay. Yeah, me likey. What do we have top side? We got Soaking against the Richu, and there's a bit of a rotation happening already. Disgusting on their way all the way up to the top. Nope, not quite. Instead, we're going for the camps. Objective gets announced. They're a little bit early, by the way. Objective gets announced in 10 seconds, so they're really early on this. And now that Mirrodin is alone, he's likely gonna die here. Gets murdered by Hanzo. Okay. Goodbye. But yeah. Now, for the time being, the advantage goes to the Cats. Again, they lost initially the camp, but now they capitalized on the situation. And this early grab doesn't really do anything for the red team. So the blue team, the Cats, they're still able to go for the camp. Well, maybe Hirazia is a little bit low and needs to hearth it back quickly, or he's not going to make it towards the objective in time. As is, he is already going to be a bit late, which is annoying for the Hanzo player that's supposed to do most of the damage. So it turns out the Cats are indeed a bit late to the party here, even if it's only by a few seconds. It gives Disgusting a slight advantage heading into this, and they are of course going to be eager to try and capitalize on that. So already a few hits coming in as they're making their move here. Nice double connect. Nice shish kebab from Alvaros, and they're blocking the path of Anduin. Poor Anduin. Yeah, I mean, his biggest strength is running away. He loves to employ the French defense, and if you take that away from him, then the man just has nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that's a quick kill right there. And that is the end of the support, and that maybe might just be the end for the first objective, because Dibbles is also dead. So that's in total 3 kills now for Disgusting. Both of them are back to business in just another second, but there might be a follow-up on Soaking. The only thing he's soaking right now is a ton of damage, and that gets him out of harm's way. Barely. But that was nearly a hit, so yep, there it is. But at the same time, it's a race, and Hanzo is pretty good at that, I heard. But it's a victory for the blue team. It's a little bit annoying, honestly. If you're Disgusting, you're getting the kills, and you're pushing them back, and you're doing all the hard legwork, and then all of a sudden Hanzo comes in with his fucking bow, and yeah, just beats you, then that's just absolutely frustrating, to say the least. I mean, you pretty much got defeated by Hawkeye, right? Like, Hawkeye. Hawkeye just kicked your ass. I don't really know what's more embarrassing. Maybe getting your butt kicked by Aquaman. But yeah, Hawkeye just took you down. That's what's going on. So, I'm not sure how he did it, but he's always pulling it off on this map. Either way, we got 3 kills to 2, level 7 on both sides, and the action at the top 4, in a 4 versus 4 situation. Wall is gone, and so is the Immortal, but they got some damage in on the fort. Look at Diablo, though. He's getting ping-ponged around in range of the fort, and those extra hits were more than enough to drop him, and they get a second kill, too. Nicely done. Quick double kill, 5 kills to 2 in total. Down at the bottom of the map. Pong, 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 pong. Oh, the tag team. Double dragon approach right there. I like it. Yeah, well done. Okay, that was pretty sweet. That was actually really nicely coordinated from both sides. I mean, they tag teamed that bad boy hard. So that's a kill at least for the Cats after they lost the top lane. I mean, losing the top lane is a little bit of an overstatement, I suppose. They were still able to take the gate down, but then on the retreat they lost 2. So they don't really have a big lead here. They are structurally slightly ahead, but in experience, it's still the same for the 2 of them. Down at the bottom of the map, Alvaro is already doing his thing. There's the jump and the storm. How did he miss that storm ball? That panda hadn't had a diet in years. I mean, that was harder to miss than to hit. Trying to anticipate it a little bit too much, but wall stun against Imperius. The camp is already taken. Blue team, nothing to fight for anymore. Should really rethink if they want to do this here, especially now that Genji has taken a ton of damage. So Fat Illidan is ready to jump into the fight again. Drakia, oh, gets poked by Hogger. Nice. Very nice. That was actually sweet. That was a great kill. Hogger pretty much pulling this off solo. First of all the AoE damage that made it impossible for Genji to get away from it. And then coming in with the spin towards the end. Now the objective is up 2, and they can just push in once more. 6 kills to 3 right now. Yeah, we already got the Wandering Kek in. Oh, stun into it. No! Let the Immortal stun him! Diablo, what did you do? But what an arrow by Hanzo. Bullseye, baby. Oh yeah, that one hit hard. And here comes the top Kek play from Chen. Yeah, it's only top shelf and the panda goes for the bottle. Top Kek all day, every day. Coming in with the big hits right there. Lunara jumping out. Brightwing can also move in with the global again, but Hanzo is just murdering up at the top side and is going straight up for the Immortal here. So one hit after another from the Shimada brothers as they're both moving in for the kill. 6 kills to 5. They're talking about kills. 11 kills at the 7-minute mark. They're really starting to do some work here, aren't they? Aggressive plays for sure. Blue team wins the halftime show, but not by a whole lot. I'm still jealous of Drakia's mount. Like, that mount is pretty sexy. If you don't own the money pick, if you have this one, I'll let that slide 100%. Dibbles at the front again, soaking. Do we have the barrel? We have the barrel. Kick, 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 kick. They try to go for Hogger here, but the Fleabag makes it out. Stormball just like YOLO'd away. It still doesn't change the fact that the Cats have just taken a second Immortal, so they got number 2 now too. And can therefore probably take down the fort at the bot lane, at least you would assume so. 23,000 damage for Hanzo, 30,000 for Lunara. Yeah, Bambi is going hard. Arrow! Oh, beautiful NA arrow. Oh my god, that one's flying and flying and flying. Unbelievable. Long distance arrow for sure. That one was for science. He wanted just to find out how long this thing is gonna fly. So, yeah. Quick heal on Dibbles after Meridian got taken out. Good for them. Even keeping the front line alive. Pretty sure they were willing to sacrifice here if need be. At least how deep they went. The Panda is pushing the top, by the way. So this out down here at the bot lane started as a 4 versus 5. And they still got the kill and they got the fort. Whereas Chen is now pushing the top. So yeah, nicely done. Big arrow. And they should be able to get this one as well, I think. Maybe not quite. They could commit, I suppose, but Diablo wasn't there either. And here we go. Hoga on the Piggy, 13 nearly ready, 6 kills to 6. It's a pretty good opening for the semifinal. I really like it. Both of the teams, of course, have now a big opportunity in this tournament, as I mentioned before, to finally lock a few serious points in. But for that, you have to make it to the semis first. So which team is going to make it there? Light Bomb engaged by Genji. Nice standard combo by them, and it leads to a kill against Brightwing. And here comes Fat Illidan, the Panda on the warpath. The arrow! Bam! But a little bit too late. Draka jumped in, and that seemed like it was badly communicated. Either Hanzo just assumed that they would try and chase, or he just called the arrow too late, but a little bit of miscommunication between the team members. And that led to the situation that we now see in front of us. So with that, yeah, Mimikyu gets attacked again, but you can kiss that fort goodbye. Another one bites the dust, and that, ladies, is 2 forts down on the side of Disgusting. And the Cats, ahead by a kill, they got their level 13. And now they got the chance to go for the next objective after they lock a couple of camps in over here. So Drake already making his move over, trying to lock this one in, together with Captain Rex. Anduin is such a beta. It's always funny to me. Oh boy. Yeah, it's good that they gave him a Robin skin in this game. I mean, some people, you have to make it quite obvious, but yeah, that man just screams beta. So, no idea. With that now being said, well, we got the next objective coming up here. Muradin, the dwarf budget Gimli at the front once more. Ah, gets actually hit hard by that. Oof. Okay, makes it out, but look at Diablo getting fully aggressive on us here. Hoga low, and they get the kill on Anduin. Hanzo. Same shit, different beard. So they come in, take Hanzo down. All of a sudden a kill against Diablo, and what do you know? Here comes the red team, starting to fight back heavily. Yep, nice pull attempt by Anduin, but that's just going to lead to a kill on him too. Bot lane is under pressure. I guess if Soaking can buy a little bit of time, that might help a bit. God, can you imagine if they would have been able to prolong that team fight, how much damage this double camp at the bottom of the map would have done? That would have absolutely murdered them. I mean, totally murdered them. But instead, what we're seeing is a push by the red team. They want vengeance. They lost 2 of their forts, and they want a bit more, trying to get that back. So they're moving in for the objective now. Win the halftime show with ease. Still some damage done down here at the bottom of the map. So, yeah, they could that. And Diablo at the top. Yeah, careful. Muradin, I'm not sure if you saw it on the minimap. He was actually thinking about going for it. But, yeah, didn't really do it just yet. But either way, with that, we now have the next Immortal taken, and this time it is a significant shield, 50% for the red team. So, yes, there we go. Okay, so with that said and done, we got a chance finally for Disgusting to get some damage in. Then again, they need the level 16. I guess Hoga is going to be able to get at least some experience points down at the bottom of the map, so that should help them a lot. But of course, in the meantime, while they are waiting for the next talent to kick in, this is already happening right there. The top lane gets defended slowly but steadily. Red team has to be very careful. The 1 versus 1 fight still happening too. Well, off we go. So 10 kills to 7. And they lost the shield. They lost some of the hit points. Can they, on the other hand, try and take that fort down? They're working on it. And they should be able to pull that one off. Even with Hanzo's arrow now coming in. The kill! The double kill and the barbecue. Nice kills all around. And they get Imperious as well. Great, great quad kill. And that is going to lead to a keep down here, everybody. Check that fight out as they're moving their way down to the bottom. I mean, they're coming in with a big combo, as you can see. The arrow leading things up. Double kill against Muradin and Brightwing. Then leading with Lunara and moving straight for Imperious, who also falls. That allows them now to move down to the bottom of the map. Go for the keep. They get that one for free. And they could even go for core here. I mean, they got the entire team present, and they are trying. It's 7 seconds until Muradin and Brightwing are back, and that's going to be some damage for sure. They should be able to end the game, but even if they don't, that's serious damage to be done here. Yeah, they might not be able to do it after all, and they are not focusing on it as much as I expected. Diablo dies a little bit too early in the fight, so overreaching slightly. Not losing too much, though. Soaking, jumps back out, shoot as... No, he's not escaping. Nah, guys. Just let him die. Just let him die and escape with the rest. It's the only thing that you gotta do. So, yeah. But alright. With that, we now have to move straight down to the bottom of the map. Trying to at least get a fort trade, I suppose. It's 11 kills to 12 with the lead in experience for the blue team. But the Cats, obviously, they turned this round extremely well. Losing the fort at the top didn't mean anything because they traded it for a keep at the bot lane and the kills that led to the experience lead that they're currently holding. So yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. It's pretty much all that they needed here. Good stuff for them. Another arrow coming in. Nicely done. And yeah, Hanzo. The fuck? Literally jumping into that storm ball. The second one misses though. Second one misses. Hanzo is still dead, but so is Lunara. And now they're going for the barbecue. Myrdan's beard catches fire and then he dies a second later. Couldn't find any water there to extinguish that. Top lane gets pushed by a camp, and at the bottom of the map they're getting another kill. Alright, do they go for the core? Do they go for the keep, or what are they going to do here? Seems like this time they are determined to end the game. With a 4 versus 1 situation, they can definitely pull that off. The only one there is Hanzo. But what an aggressive start. Hanzo jumping in like a maniac trying to commit Sudoku was apparently just the bait. The Cats again on their way to victory. The second time seems to be working for them. Chen with the Keck plays as he pushes everybody away. Imperius and Hogga, the two only ones that are up. Lunara makes it back into the game, but there's 50% left on the core, and that's not going to be enough. Yeah, they're moving straight. Well, Genji with the X strike, 24%, 19. Everybody's low, but they should still be fine here. It is indeed a lead for the Cats as they take a victory in Battlefield of Eternity and the lead in the best of 3 at the semifinal. GG.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Alright, Garden of Terror, map number 2. The Cats were successful in the first map, and now we're going straight to Garden. I actually took a look at the banned maps for the series, and it was kind of surprising. Sky Temple was banned. That in and of itself, not really a big shocker, but what surprised me a little bit is the other 3 maps that were banned. Cursed Hollow, Infernal Shrines, and Tomb of the Spider Queen. All of those maps are usually maps that we are seeing played a lot, so Garden of Terror comes here as the second map of the series, and the Vikings get immediately banned, which already annoys me right away. So yeah, always good when we're seeing the Vikings, but not so much in this one. We got also the ban on Junkrat, and of course Hogga gets banned. And in case that you're wondering a little bit why I say of course, Hogga is fantastic at taking mercenary camps. He's a good side laner, but this is one of the maps, or the maps that the map that has the most mercenary camps. So if you can get a Hogga here, you normally take him as an early pick, just so that you can control one mercenary camp after another, create lane pressure against your opponent, and yeah, it just works from there. We get Sylvanas as the first pick now. Dehaka is up. Now, there's obviously a few globals that you can still take, ranging from Brightwing to Falstad to Dehaka. A couple of other things that we could technically see. I honestly just want Soaking to go into a Samuro and maybe finally an Abathur together with it. I'm only halfway kidding, by the way. Soaking has played a lot of Samuro, so I could see him pick Samuro here. Question is just if he wants to do that, when do they have to? And now that they're going for Falstad, it makes it a bit less likely. They got their global already locked in. But I want to at some point see the old HGC cheese style where you go Samuro and Abathur. And it's not something that you see these days, but we'll see. So yeah, either way, Dehaka is there, so you got Falstad on one side, you get Dehaka on the other. Each team has a global. Lucio is a big pick on Garden of Terror though, because he just speeds up the movement of the entire team and makes it easier to rotate properly. That would have been a total nightmare if you have Sylvanas and Lucio. If the same team would have been able to lock both of them in, since if you play your cards right and you rotate properly, you can always just have a bit of a lead rotating onto the lane, get some structural damage in, move on, and yeah, your opponent is going to have a tough time there. But what gets banned? We get Hanzo banned out, so no arrows in this one. Yeah, Heroes of the Storm. The only game where Hawkeye is good. There's a Samuro ban, told you. They gotta pick him early if they want to play him, which means we could, I guess, get the Panda again? Soaking seems to have a little bit of a Chen fetish lately. He likes to panda to the audience. So, yeah. A drag here. What's the pick? What do we get for the front? What's our tank this time? Do you maybe give a Jojo for the teams here? Oh, Sonya Muradin. Look at that. Spin to win, baby. Can't get Hogger, so instead we're getting Sonya. The Eminem of the Nexus. Are there still people watching that don't know why that's a reference? I don't think so, right? On the off chance that there are some, check out Sonya's portrait and then think about Eminem with an orange wig. Can't unsee it. Mom spaghetti right there. Okay, so Varian and Zeratul. Okay. Color me intrigued. We get a Varian and an aggressive Zeratul play here from them. Nice. Yeah, Varian, honestly, I didn't really figure that he would be a pick with all of this. Maybe Sylvanas even with the mind control to follow up on a taunt or whatever else they're busting out here. Could be a thing. Now we got Drak here as our final pick for the blue team. Could either go melee or ranged. If they want to go triple melee against this, they definitely could pull it off if they wanted to, and they decide to go for Greymane. A little bit of a hybrid here. Greymane, and well, that leads into Garden of Terror. Map number 2 in the best of 3 series here at the semi-final of qualifier number 6. Let's go. Garden of Terror with the cats on the left, Drachia on Falstad, Captain Rex on Lucio, Honyo on Murden, Greymane played by Hirath, and Soaking on Sonya. On the right side of the map, Lavakal playing Rhaegar for Disgusting in the second game. They have a chance to bring it to a third map and maybe decide the series in their favor. Now we got Alvaros on Sylvanas, we have Arian on Zeratul, Mimikyu on Varian, and Richu on Dehaka. Am I the only one, by the way, that always reads this nickname and like reads like Arian at first? Like I don't know, like maybe it's the German heritage over here, but this nickname is wild sometimes. Depending on the character he plays, I'm always like, really? It's like, I can't be the only one that has been looking at this nickname over the last couple of seasons and every now and then thought like, yeah, I don't know about that. So, be it as it may. So, we got Sylvanas with the might of the Banshee Queen over here. And look at Lucio already, slowing them down a little bit, and they get the first tower. So they take the tower down, take that one easily. Varian jumping in immediately, careful! And that was not, I mean, it was close. If Rhaegar isn't there, then maybe they follow up and try and get a kill on this one. But okay, up towards the top, we got the birdie. Falstad, still the best dance of any hero in the game. And if you disagree with that statement, then you have no fucking idea. I mean, he's literally just bouncing that dwarf on his back. Doesn't get better than that. So yeah, just love Falstad for that animation alone. As cool as some of the other dances in the game are, that definitely is by far the best. And nobody will ever convince me otherwise. It's just too fucking funny. And the sound effect coming with it is also just crazy good. Zeratul down here. Yeah, still has his face mask on after COVID. I mean, he's super protected. Playing it super safe here too. And off we go. I actually never understood. I've been talking about this in the past, but it always amazes me again whenever I think about it. Why the fuck does he have like a face mask thing in the first place? Protoss don't have mouths. They don't. Like, if you don't believe me, just Google it, okay? So I'm like, seriously, like, why the fuck does that guy have a face mask? That makes no sense. Absolutely none whatsoever. Can't even speak. Has to use telepathy or something. If he tries to talk, you know what comes out? This. So, yeah, I mean, Zeratul, you're a badass, I give you that, and you're just super dangerous. I love watching you in the hands of a good player, but at some point you're just overdoing it a little bit. And just wrap everything there. So, yeah. Now, we got topside, our 1v1. That didn't really work out. That tongue did go nowhere near the chicken. Maybe it's a vegetarian Dehaka. You never know. But, okay. There we go. Stormbolt is in. Varian gets attacked right away. And, yeah, Lucio zipping around. There's certain heroes that you just hate. Anything that's just too mobile, you just hate. I mean, we've all been there, right? A Lucio player that for some reason you just can't catch, a team doesn't have enough hard stuns, and then he just like runs circles around you literally or that Tracer that just buzzes like a mosquito around you the entire game, and nothing is more satisfying than at some point in the game to corner one of them and finally kill them. We all can relate to that. I don't think there's a single person here that plays Heroes of the Storm that doesn't know the feeling when you finally lock that Tracer player in. That Zeratul player makes a dumb move, jumps in at the wrong moment in time. You've been waiting for him. He eats the Stormbolt, the stun, whatever it is, and then he just dies and you're just sitting there and it's like, in your face! Ah. Those are the moments that we play for. Anyway, spin to win, and Dehaka gets hammered. Yeah, smash, 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 smash. And he's not the only one. Goodbye, Sylvanas. The doggy comes in and bites Nexus Eminem. Takes Sonya down a notch, but that was pretty sweet. Yeah, nicely done here. Okay, so we got 2 kills to 2 at this point. Zeratul dancing around. By the way, Greymane murdering structures. One of the beautiful things of Greymane is that he can always be relied upon whenever you want to take some structures down. Falset makes it out. I talked during the draft a little bit about the combo between Lucio and Sylvanas, but if you are having a Greymane in your team, similar rules apply. You can simply just try and rotate between lanes and put Greymane into a good position, or just create another hotspot somewhere else, allow Greymane to, on the other side of the map, push a bit and really go into Worgen form on the structures, and you will get mad value. That's more or less where we are here for the Cats now. We have seen 4 kills in total, but the 4 of the bot lane has been destroyed, and that is the bigger story that has happened here so far. Muradin again, going into the bush over here. Gotta be a little bit careful. Lavakal with the reindeer. There's the taunt, and there's the hit. Yeah, for Varian this is obviously easy. Taunting Muradin is just like way too easy. Elves are better than dwarves, and Muradin goes like and immediately starts attacking him. Varian does nothing else but just sits in front of a mirror all day long, you know, training new mama jokes in front of the mirror. Your mama is so fat that Garrosh can't throw her. Your mama is so fat Stitches can't even hook her. Shit like that. Thrall's Chain Lightning bounces off her at least 3 times. But against Muradin, it's like fucking easy. You just go in and it's like, elves are better. And he just loses his shit. Same applies also, by the way, to Falstad. I mean, at this point, you got your mini dwarf. It's pretty much air Muradin, right? So you can just come in and apply the same rule here. So this is a bit of a lazy one, Bavarian. He doesn't even have to train this one. Once that you did the practice for Muradin, you can hit Falstad with it too. So yeah, there's a lot. But as I said in one of the previous games, actually, you got to be a little bit careful how you're taunting Anduin when he's on this other side. You can't come in with your mother is so fat. Daddy, don't. So yeah, I don't know. Those are the pitfalls. If you're just used to taunting people all day long, those are the pitfalls of the trade. But Varian is just taunting everything right now. He has this level 4 and he comes in, tries to create some kill opportunities for the rest of the team. And yeah, dodging out on some Stormbolts as well. Good stacks for him too. Level 17 on the level 1. Zeratul nearly done with his level 1 quest too. Yeah, they go for the birdie. 1 seed has been taken in the game so far. That's the only one up to this point. But there's still big damage done at the top 4 on the red team side. And now we have the bot lane also pressuring through. So it's actually a really good position for the blue team. But then again, Muradin gets caught and nearly falls. Barely getting saved as the gust comes through from Falstad. Dwarf on dwarf. Another one. Horny. Oh, shit. Okay, so he gets out. Zeratul is immediately on them. Soaking is the first one to die here, but they get the counter kill on Sylvana, so she's dead. Gets taken down by the birdie here, and the camp at the bottom of the map is still pushing in. Greymane, he's using his PhD in PvE during all of this, and just goes for the structure. Yeah, he's like, team, stop dying. I'm killing shit here. Look at my siege damage. Yeah, he was a specialist player before they removed that category, you can already tell. But yeah, dumb jokes aside, that macro approach is really working for them. I mean, they're just stalling here on the seat, and look at Greymane. He's been working through the wall. He's been taking that fort down a notch. Sylvanas had to retreat in order to deal with the waves down here. Uses possession right away. That's one of those situations where that talent actually is becoming super handy. So yeah, good for them. Always kind of funny when you can snack the catapults up. 5 kills to 3, and they're trying to go for it again. Rega with the Ancestral. Okay, he's coming in too. Muradin still moving around here. Where's Greymane? Yeah, look at him. Greymane is moving towards the top side again. He's just ripping the minion wave apart, but you know what he's really want to go for, right? He wants to go for this one, but it seems like he has to join the boys in the fight now. Look at him, by the way. Oh boy. Where did you come from? There's another one! Jesus, they're everywhere! Holy shit! Gotta count them. One more, we got 3 already. There's the new heroes. Where's Waldo? Never noticed that before. I don't even know why. So down goes Falstad. They were disappearing too. This one is still hiding. He's sitting in the bush. Red team is starting to get a bit of a head start in kills, but the problem is still that the cats just locked in that seed. So yeah, that's a big one too. The seed has been taken by them, and they got all the structural damage in. I mean, honestly, at this point, I want to just look for a few more of them. I can't find anybody. Ah, there's one, but he's standing. That doesn't count. Yeah, it has to be those in-fight guys. But yeah, these guys are brilliant. Do you think they secretly give intel to Murden and Falstad, you know, dwarves and everything? Is there solidarity in the Brotherhood? I don't really think so. 6 kills to 3, level 13 on both sides now. The Bronzebeard Rage. Murden was already mad enough, but at least he has some AU. Greymane gets caught. Alright, Greymane is dead. He got taunted as well. And careful here in the middle of the map. Those are 2 very squishy heroes. If they get caught, then they are just down. But alright. Got another little hit coming in here as Murden is trying to stall this a bit. The seed is obviously about to be taken. And look at the top side. More side lane pressure. Honestly, the cats are just pushing the map. They're just playing the map right now, and with them locking in the second seed, it really helps them since they bought themselves some time to make plays like this. There's, of course, still the counter-aggression that we're seeing topside from the Haka, but it's quite annoying for the cats here. They always have to watch their side lanes now, because they lost their forts already, and there's still all of the structure standing for the cats. Another hit, and that's the end of Murden. Murden is down. They can't get a kill here. The Haka moved in as well. Spin to win! Slam, baby! Slam! Smash it! Smash it! Yeah, Varian is dead. Varian is dead. Falstad too, but Rega nearly murdered here. Yeah, seems like they're still trying to get Zeratul, and he is dead. Bullet between the eyes. Zeratul down. Greymane showing no mercy, so 2 for 3 kills. And the bot lane is now being dealt with, but as it seems, Heroes gets a freebie. So guys, they're winning the seed. Yeah, they're the better gardeners. I always knew it. I always knew it. Who has the green thumb on this side? I'm saying Greymane. Greymane is the one with the green thumb. He's a real gentle soul, you know, he always comes across as like this. I mean, he's honestly misunderstood. He always comes across as a raging wolf, you know, that's coming in and just doing all the damage. But he's a really gentle soul that likes gardening. He has the green thumb, and he's really the one that's dealing with all the seeds here. That's pretty much it. Then again, I'm looking at that icon. Maybe it's Lucio with the green thumb. You never know. You never know. It might be Lucio after all. Didn't think he was the type, but the icon tells us otherwise. Varian is dead, so is Falstad, and bam! Here comes the next big hit. Jesus, they're really going for the fights now, aren't they? 16 versus 16, that also gives us the Alpha Killer. Sylvanas, careful, Alvarus. We still got the Siege Giants on lane, and at the bot lane, so yep, they're coming in again. Trying to make the nasty plays and get another structure destroyed. That's the last standing fort for Disgusting. And they are disgusted. They are disgusted by the macro play from the cats. You can tell. And they are trying to at least save the fort in the middle. What's happening down here? So, yeah, we only have that old guy there in the back. And I don't think that's going to push this lane out. So they're going to be totally fine here. The Haka is still moving in and pushing this back. Taking another one down. But in the middle of the map, the fort falls. Does it? Yeah, it does. Okay. The fort is gone. Turns into a rubble, and now the rest of them is just getting the hell out of there. Sonya going full Super Saiyan on us once again, dual wielding heavily. Yeah, dual wielding is big in the Blizzard universe, especially when we're talking about Diablo Immortal, when we're talking about Hearthstone and anything else. You know it. Blizzard is putting a high emphasis on dual wielding. They are very happy when they find people that can dual wield their credit cards. and really go in for all of those micro and macro transactions. But with micro and macro, we have some micro play here. They're locking Zeratul down and getting the kill on him. Neatly done. Dehaka trying to pop his ult to turn things around for them, but that didn't work out. 60,000 damage for Sylvana. She needs a little bit more if they want to be successful here, but they're about to lose Dehaka. He's trying to get away, so does Rega, but he gets caught, and that is the end of the doggy. Rega bites the dust. They're still chasing, and that is a double kill on Varian, and they got Dehaka too, and now it's time for that keep to potentially fall. As they go for the keep, they also lock in the objective. But look at Rega, he gets completely caught in the team fight. And then it's a quick push onto the side as they're chasing the rest of them. They get 1, they get 2, they get 3. They take the keep down, and guys, the Cats, they're not fucking around here. They're coming in for the victory. They want to end the game right here, right now, and why wouldn't they? They got Greymane, they got Sonya. They can slam away at that core, and they even have in the mid lane more pressure through those Siege Shine and everything else, but it's not gonna matter. This is a 2-0 victory as the Cats move on to the grand final of qualifier number 6. GG.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.